The Civil War Anaconda Plan by Abdullah al-Quda
and Malik Bashara. The Civil War began as a fight between the North and South, based on ages-old conflicts. This fight had been building up for years, finally resulting in a devastating war, in which 260,000 people died on the first day alone. However, this was also a revolutionary war when considering the military genius of the war, especially with the Anaconda Plan. The genius behind the Anaconda Plan was General Winfield Scott, who was actually retired at this time at the age of about 74. At first, Lincoln thought Scott's plan was ridiculous, and the Congress even mocked him by saying his plan was too slow, comparing it to an anaconda, too slowly spreading. Later, however, when the war was underway, Lincoln ended up choosing his plan, realizing how genius it really was. The final plan was constructed and divided into 3 steps.
Step number 1. To divide the Confederacy into 2 by taking control of the Mississippi River. They would send an army down by the river, taking over all the villages there so as to maintain the control of the Mississippi. This successfully separated the Confederacy because it allowed for the North to easily penetrate into the Deep South, basically crippling the Confederacy. Step 2. To blockade the coast surrounding the Confederacy using wooden ships lined with steel. Announced by Abraham Lincoln days after Fort Sumter, the blockade was successful within only half a year. Thanks to the blockade, cotton sales especially suffered, causing really little sale of goods, in the end contributing to an economic collapse in the South. Step 3. To send a huge army to reach their main goal, taking Richmond, Virginia, the Confederacy capital. Robert E. Lee was told to lead an army onto Richmond, Virginia. However, Robert E. Lee decided that above the nation was his beloved state, Virginia. So he then transferred onto the Confederate side. Problems occurred during the execution of the third part of the plan. The fall of this was of George McClellan. McClellan was too cautious to be an effective leader, always too afraid and holding back. When they were so close to defeating the Confederacy, he ended up backing out. This even led to his getting fired by Abraham Lincoln. Ulysses S. Grant took on Richard Lee, using strategy of total war to hurt Lee's army in Virginia, while Tecumseh Sherman raided Georgia. This strategy was capable of finally defeating the South and winning the North the war.
This has been a AnacondaPlanfinal production. Thank you!